Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Smith's Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith trying to fight his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather. But this one's in a dome, so I don't think that that's a real issue for them at all. But guess what? New England has the same coach and the same quarterback. That's a big advantage for the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Philly, everything's new, including a quarterback in Nick Foles that they didn't think would be there right now.
And I'm not sure Nick Foles thought he would be there at that point. But remember, he's been to the Pro Bowl before, been to the playoffs as a starter in the NFL. he's got a chance to play a really big game.
And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down carry for Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You going to throw cold water on the man just like that?
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A 3rd-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0 start to the season and eventually to the playoffs.
Yeah, bright future for him. Total yardage on the ground, 1327, and 11 total touchdowns for Hunt this year. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On first down, it's Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 49.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith trying to lay one up deep. A swing pass caught. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 49 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Smith now to throw, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They run again with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They set up the screen for Henry, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. And he locates Walker, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, 50 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Now he's flushed out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Hey, don't forget, by the way, as I go off on a tangent here for a second, that we got the Pro Bowl coming up in Orlando on January 28th, so that'll be something.
I do like the fact that they play it the week before the Super Bowl now, as opposed to after it's all over, because I think that for the guys who didn't make...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Arakpo coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. Now it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Try to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
To throw Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mariota to throw it. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing is Mariota. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. First and 10. Here's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the All-Rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, 3rd round.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. First down, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But with that one hitting the ground, wanted to ask you about this kind of in-between week. Super Bowl week next week. What is this week like for the players in between?
Number one, healing up for them, right? Get those bumps and bruises taken care of so they're ready to go on the full Super Bowl week. For the coaches, it depends on their philosophy. Some will start to introduce the game plan.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Butker now to kick this one away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They will find Davis on the left side complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first down throw for Mariota. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
In motion left is Wilson. Smith on first down. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This is West. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. 51 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On second down, here's Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion, Hill. On third down, that's Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Now and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mariota, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 23. The Kansas City first, Smith fighting his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. First down, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Derek Morgan, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
Here's Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A toss play to Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To throw on third down, Smith. And Wilson has it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, 32 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 50, 20, 10, and the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time running out here on the play clock. Smith now to throw on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Henry's got it out on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Mariota now. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Go, 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 run, run. Guilt trip is here, baby. Guilt trip is here. Ready? All right, right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I said, line 80.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.